Hello friends, this is Vinod from SSN, and in this video let us talk something about the REPL support in Node and also see some of the globals available in the Node runtime. Okay, so REPL in Node stands for read evaluate print loop, which you guys can make use for prototyping and testing the features out in the Node. So to enter into REPL, so we just go to the terminal and from there we can type just Node and hit enter. This gives us a welcome message, welcome to Node with the specific version. Okay, so let us just first of all quit REPL and make use of the latest version. So to quit REPL, you just say Control C and Control C again, or you can also do a Control D or type dot exit. So let us do that. So Control D once we quit, and also you can type dot exit and hit enter, and we are out of the REPL environment. All right. So let us quickly now change gears and make use of the latest LTS version of Node, which I have already installed using NVM. So I say NVM use 14.17. Alright, now if I just check Node version, it is 14.17.3. Alright, now let me go into the REPL by just typing Node and hitting enter, which gives me interactive session, right, to just do some kind of prototyping stuff and experiment with the features in Node. Alright, so for example, I just specify a constant, say name is equal to SSN, right, and then just type name, right. We get SSN here already as a kind of placeholder before even hitting enter, right, so which is cool. Alright, so that is the purpose of REPL, guys. Alright, so I do a dot exit, right, come out of Node. Okay, so REPL for experimentation, right? But for real code, we actually write JavaScript code or JavaScript files and then we deploy it to the server. Alright, and one more thing, the context or the environment in which your JavaScript file gets executed is very, very important. So for example, even if I make use of the REPL and then do a alert, right, which is essentially a JavaScript call, right, but it doesn't work under the Node runtime. Alright, so if I do an alert, hello, right, what alert do I get? So it is on the server side typically, right, and alert is typically not supported, right, so alert is not defined. Alright, on the other hand, if I just go to my browser and from here, if I go to my inspect tools and go to console, and from here if I do an alert and then say hello, right, I get an alert message, right. Similarly, I can do a console.log here, right, and test things out. So this is the REPL in fact, right, running in our browser. Alright, fine. So let us come out of this. So it's a dot exit. So guys, that is REPL, read, evaluate, print, loop, right? And the context in which your JavaScript actually runs, right, does matter. Alright, now coming back to this site, right, talking about the globals, right, so we don't have as many globals as we have, say for example with the window object. If you put a window and then dot, right, you can see there are lots of properties and methods, right, that you can pick from the window object, whereas in JavaScript there are not so much of globals available, right, and in fact you will be just making use of some, right, and most of which you may not be using it depending upon the kind of programs that you are writing. All right, fine then. So let us just see some of the globals that are available and then probably do a console.log and then print those particular globals out to understand their meaning. Fine. So first of all, like this dir name and file name is very, very cool, right? Since it allows you to actually work with the file system. All right. So if I come back to my program here and do a console.log and then do a underscore dir name and also the file name, I can get some very useful information, which is really very cool. when you handle applications or when you write JavaScript programs, right, in the server side, and when you want to deal with files. So I go back to the terminal, and if I run this, okay, you see you get the directory name, right, and also the file name. All right. We also have exports module require, right, which are very useful stuff, right. We will talk more about the support on modules, exports, require, etc. as we go through. Uh, but again, I just wanted to show one more important global object that you guys can make use of, right, and which is really very cool, right, is the process, right. So it is very powerful and it gives you the entire context of a particular program, right. So it is very helpful when you want to understand the entire context with respect to the current program, right. So if I just do a console.log process and then run the program, you can see a whole lot of features, right, and values that we get, right, with respect to the machine that the current program is running, the path, right, so many things, right, the environment variables, right, etc. Very useful. Alright friends, so that is it for this particular video, wherein we talk something about the REPL and the globals in Node. Thank you all.